Well, good rainy morning to everyone. So I've got caravan today. We have 11 houses. I missed the first two. I'm gonna try and get back to them later today and add them to this video, but if you only see 9, it's because I couldn't get into them. So let's take a look at our first property. All right, so we are at 96 Andover Street in Andover. This is a 4-bed, 2.5 bath, 3,100 square foot ranch. It doesn't look like 3,100 square feet, but it is. It's very big, the full basement finished. There's heated space off the back. Andover Street does run parallel to the train, so this house is only a couple hundred feet from the train tracks. You might actually be able to see them back there. And that is why we are listed at $799,000. Really nice house inside, fixed up nicely. It's got a beautiful big backyard. Now, again, you probably hear the traffic. Andover Street does get a bit of traffic. And again, that's why we're at $800,000. So if you're trying to get into Andover and you want 4-bed, 2.5 bath, this is a really good option. You can probably see the solar panels. They own the solar panels. Heat here is 100% electric, but a lot of that is going to be covered by the solar panels. I think their average bill is around $500 a month on electric. So if you factored in regular electric plus heat, you'd be paying roughly the same anyways. So it's a good fix on this house where there isn't gas on the street and you don't want oil. I'm gonna take a quick run down to the backyard for you. Like I said, really nice big backyard. You might be able to see the fence back there. That is the train track, so it's only about 200 feet, 300 feet away. But you got a beautiful big backyard, 2-car garage. Great option for somebody. I really like this house. All right, so we are moving on and moving up. Let's take a look at this house. You're gonna like this one. All right, so this is 25 Porter Road. Porter Road is one of the roads that I do love. One of the old, I don't want to say original roads, but it's been here for a long time. This house was built, I think, in 2004, so it's a lot younger than the street itself. It is a 4-bedroom, 3.5 bath, 4,200 square foot house sitting on almost an acre and a half. I think it's 1.45 acres. It is listed for $2.35 million. Everything's original, but in really good condition. Let me see if I can get away from these trees for you. Part of that price is the fact that you're on Porter Road, and part of the price is that it is a really nice house. Beautiful front yard. Let's take a look around back real quick. I'm gonna stop halfway just so you can see. It didn't look like 4,200 square feet from the front, but you can see it just keeps going back. This is a massive house. All right, so you got a really nice backyard. Got a little bit of a oasis feel to it. You got the fire pit. You've got the built-up patio right off the house, walled, elevated, and you got a really nice big backyard. And then of course you got this massive 3-car detached garage. Unfinished on the second floor, but you could definitely finish that space. Beautiful home, beautiful part of town, close to Phillips Academy, close to Pike School, close to downtown, great access to the highways, and just gorgeous inside. I mean, it is 20 years old inside, but it looks like it's been well maintained. All right, so we are right around the corner from Porter Road. I'm at 13 Alden. This one's gonna be kind of hard to get all the way into the camera because it is a long house. See what I can get on here for you. All right, so we're gonna start the pan on this house. So you can see this is a long house, big flat level lot. This is 5-bedroom, 4.5 baths, 5,200 square feet, sitting on just over an acre, 1.3 acres. Brand new construction, built in 2024, or technically 2025. Really nice house inside, gorgeous floor plan, beautiful first floor. The kitchen is just over the top. And if you look and try and ignore the pickup truck, you do have a 3-car garage with a media room or game room over it. It has access to the first backside of there, the first floor. Interesting thing on the inside of this one, the garage, they did hardwood floors on the landing and the steps into the back, into the garage. Never seen that before. Backyard is definitely a selling point on this house. I think you could play football back here if you tried. Just a gem of a location. Fantastic views, sunsets down that backside there. And like I said, 13 Alden, right around the corner from Porter Road. So this is a really nice neighborhood. Listed for $2.799, or actually call it $2.8 million. Really nice house inside. High-end fixtures throughout. All right, I got a fun one for you, a little piece of history. This next house is built in 1868. I hope I got that right. Let's flip this around. All right, so the original house is 1868. If you look at that first peak and everything off to the left, so that's original or early additions. And then everything back here is additions and renovations. I'm not sure if the garage is original or a barn. Yeah, what house are we at? So we are at 326 South Main Street in Andover. This is a 5-bed, 4 full bath, 3 half bath house. It has 5,200 square feet inside, and it sits on 1.79 acres. really tastefully renovated inside. They kept a lot of the original aspects on the front of the house, and everything they did on the back, although is modern and clearly is new, has a nice feel to it that you're not in a modern home. Gorgeous kitchens. Some of the original flooring has been saved. Take a look around back. All right, so off to the back of the house, has a direct shot to 28, that main street. So you can hear the traffic, but you're about 200 or 300 feet off the road, so it's really not a concern, to be honest. Nice little built-in fire pit. You know, you want to grow your own vegetables, they got that started for you. A smaller backyard, but it is a very large lot. Does have a nice in-ground pool. Looks like part of the garage may actually be pool house. Really nice area. And like the last two houses, you are close to everything you want to be close to. Close to town, close to the highway, close to the city. Just a really nice house in a really nice location. We're at 4 Peppercorn Lane in Andover. This is not that far from my house. Know the area really well. Great location. Let's take a look at this house and I'll give you the particulars on it. All right, so this is our first contemporary of the day. We don't get too many contemporaries in Andover. This is a little over 4,000 square feet, 4-bedroom, 2.5 bath, sitting on 1.25 acres. It is listed for $1.327 million. Seems like a low price for that square footage with over an acre of land, but it is partially dated on the inside. It was renovated probably a little bit 10 years ago and then a little bit 20 years ago. Pretty much everything needs to get touched a little bit, and it's style-wise not for everybody, very much like a contemporary inside, but it does have an aspect that a lot of homes aren't going to have, which makes it really probably worth 1.3, is you are on the end of a cul-de-sac. Really nice to be down on the back end of a cul-de-sac. Privacy, no traffic. You can play in the street if you want to. Game on. Nice house, definitely worth looking at. Come take a look at this one. I think you'll enjoy it. All right, we're at the house that I'm going to refer to as the winner this week. Let me just show you what I'm talking about. This is 101 Crossbow Lane in North Andover. It's a 5-bedroom, 2.5 bath, 3,400 square foot house sitting on an acre. Listed for $1,050,000. Beautiful lot, great street. Updated nicely inside. They've taken really good care of it. You don't need to do anything to this house. It's essentially move-in ready, but that's not what makes this house the winner this week. I'm gonna show you the backyard. We've got a beautiful double-tiered deck. So you've got the higher and lower ends on it. And then we've got a just absolutely stunning big backyard. And this big backyard, if you look back out in there, let me see if I can zoom you in a little bit. There's a private pond back there. This is for the neighborhood only. Great for fishing, kayaking. I'm not sure if we can go swimming here, but I can check and find out for you if you're interested. Just absolutely beautiful out here. Sit on the water, look out over the pond, and if we just sort of squeeze over here, I can show you. This pond is a little bigger than it looks. It does go way, way back. And then, of course, you know, just can't say enough about this yard. It's just a stunning piece of land. I'm really looking forward to bringing somebody to take a look at this house. This is going to make a beautiful home for somebody. Okay, so we're at our last house on Caravan today. This is probably close to a starter home, or I'm going to call it a long-term flip, something you might live in for 2 years after fixing it up and selling it off so you don't have to pay the capital gains. All right, so this is 38 Chestnut Court in North Andover. It is a 4-bedroom, 1.5 bath, 2,000 square foot home. Sits on a little over half an acre, 0.58. It is listed for $784,000. Seems like hard to say 784 is a starter home, but if you're looking for something that you can move into, stay in for 10 years, 15 years, and still raise a family or build equity in, this would be a really good option for that. It is a home that needs some updating on the inside. It has a lot of the original flooring, original kitchens, original bathrooms, so it is a little bit on the older or dated side on the inside. But if you're looking for a home that you could just clean up nicely and move into and live in for a little bit, this is also going to fall into that category. Just a great little house on a great street. At that $784,000, you're like, why would I pay that much for a starter home or a home that needs work? Well, you are on a cul-de-sac, and you're at the end of a cul-de-sac that is very close to downtown North Andover, close to 114, close to 125, close to all the other things you want to get to. Great little house, definitely worth taking a look at.